And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, some tough breaks to start the year. They haven't been in sync. They haven't come up with the big play needed to win in certain games. They could really use a good showing here tonight to help rebuild their confidence. And a chance to see Markelle Fultz, over 40% from deep in college. Shaq, this team needs him to be able to come in and score the ball.
Yeah, he's had some problems, but it'll come with time. You know, a lot of pressure being that #1 overall pick, but he's got to get past that.
Yeah, it's not that cut and dry in this situation. I think everyone involved has gotten frustrated at some point. He's still very young, though. Just didn't play enough games in college to really solidify himself as the #1 pick, and they did take him. A lot of pressure on this young guy.
Both teams ready to tip off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Orlando, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season.
And when I look at Orlando, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
All talk, no walk. Simple as that. They just don't match up with the better teams in the NBA.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. Doris, what do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, #1, he's putting in a system. #2, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language, not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yeah, right, that's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Grant in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ross in at the small forward.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Denver grabs the miss. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
Augustine against Grant. Augustine, no luck. Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. The pass to Millsap. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Murray against Augustine. Kicks it out to Gordon. From past the arc. The Magic again can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle, here's Harris. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Augustine. Gary Harris making his last shot. Here's Fournier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Gary Harris.
As an NBA player, I think you have to be willing to embrace contact, and Evan Fournier does it right there.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the night. The first one falls.
You get a little glimpse into the mindset of Evan Fournier. This guy will do whatever it takes to win.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, you think about the solid first year Steve Clifford had coaching the Orlando Magic. This team had a solid season with a great leap on the defensive end of the floor. Clifford once again showing he is a great defensive mind in the NBA coaching ranks.
And the shot goes in.
Well, solid at recognizing when to attack on the interior. Fournier staying aggressive.
Now here's Murray. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
But the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Millsap. That shot missing. Gordon with the defensive effort. And with Clifford and the defense, he's excelled in that area his whole career.
Well, think back at both stops in Charlotte and Orlando. His teams have been really solid on the defensive end of the floor. They limit turnovers and second chance points, get back in transition, build the wall. It's becoming his calling card as a coach, guys.
That free throw missing. And all-star ambitions for sure for Aaron Gordon. Shooting for all defense, too. Doris, how does he get there?
I think he has the ability, Kevin. He has improved as a scorer, particularly at the free throw line. And for a player with his burst, he should live at the free throw line. There is so much to like about Aaron Gordon's game.
And he sinks the second. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Augustine. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, this guy is the very definition of undersized but tough-minded. Through the contact, DJ goes.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Murray surveying the D. Jacks up a three. Orlando grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Augustine. 9 points last game. No good from Ross. On the wing, Harris is guarded by Fournier, and it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jokic against Vucevic. Jokic kicks to Murray. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by Murray.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Ross. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for Denver. They trail by 1. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence the crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so here's Denver. Tipped away. Here's Augustine, and he lays it straight in. Augustine's got his second basket of the night.
That's the quickness of DJ Augustine. Put it on the deck, get to the driving game. Really nicely done.
The Nuggets trail by 4. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
And here's Fournier after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. Fournier against Harris. Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Harris finds Millsap. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray with it. Jokic passes to Grant. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Fades and shoots. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Grant. Millsap's got 5.
Clock ticking down. Millsap showing the calm to finish the play.
Augustine with it. Now guarded by Murray. Ross passes to Vucevic. Over Jokic. And he overshot that one, missing. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to Milwaukee. Here's Grant. And again, it's Denver. Now Augustine, 7 points in the game. Pass to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Murray against Augustine. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his ability as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Aaron Gordon. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Evan Fournier. Now here is Augustine. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Aminu. No good that time. And it's Denver the other way.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Down low. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Here's Fultz. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Murray against Augustine. Lets it go with a 3. Bamba. It's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Porter in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Orlando's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Aminu against Porter. Aminu, the pass to Augustine. Back to Aminu. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting just 35% to start the game. No good from Beasley. The Magic shooting 42% to begin this game. Fultz dishes to Augustine. Back to Fultz. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Beasley. Here's Porter. And again, Denver no good. Orlando leading. Here's Fultz. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Bucks. He was a non-factor.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Wide open look here for Murray. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And it's Orlando's ball. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
Well, Greg, I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Martin comes in for Jokic. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Trailing by 2. Morris passes to Plumlee. The feed now to Porter. Birch grabs the board. 1:36 left in the first quarter of the game. Fournier against Porter. And the pass to Birch. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him. And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against two of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
Woo, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
To the paint, here's Bamba. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Barton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
The Nuggets trail by 6. And here is Morris. Here's the floater. Porter. Bamba with the block. And he gets it back. Porter passes to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Fournier with the ball. Out to the wing. Here's Fultz. A three-pointer, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Magic lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play. Like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old, I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Fournier out there with Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Bamba, and it's Birch in at the power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Here's Fultz. Michael Porter making his last shot. Pass to Fournier from deep. Second shot opportunity. Here's Bamba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's see what Denver has coming up on Tuesday. They'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one falls for Bamba. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. I think that's true.
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Pass to Birch. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. A 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge spear of influence.
And that one misses. Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Here's Fultz. Michael Porter making his last shot. Here's Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, you love the show of aggressiveness right there from Mo Bamba. You want to get physical with me? I'm going to score it on the interior.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 8-point game. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Now here's Fultz. Martin defending. Morris against Fournier. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. The Nuggets trail by 6. And it's Beasley in the corner. No good from outside. The Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. An even 3-on-3 break. Martin with it, now guarded by Fultz. Barton, no luck. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Fournier's shot is off.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And here's a look at some numbers for Plumlee, how he performed last season. He put up about 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
That free throw good from Barton. For the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. And it's Ross in for Fournier. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Malik Beasley. All free throws good from Barton. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Plumlee. Passes to Ross. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line. He is such an excellent free throw shooter.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Millsap. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Fultz kicks to Ross. Vucevic against Plumlee. Ross, that's good.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Morris passes to Millsap. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Plumlee finds Morris. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Magic leading by 5. Now Fultz. There's the pass to Gordon. Barton against Ross. Clock at 4. Fultz, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. On the wing, Morris. Releases from the wing and drills it. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Morris passes to Millsap. Dishes it to Grant. Back to Millsap. Over Fultz. No good off the back of the rim.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Well, you love to see Vucevic run the floor. He's got such a knack to finding the open space in transition. That's pretty.
Here's Morris. Pass to Millsap. Grant outside. Barton wide open. He fires. A three-pointer is right on target. Barton's got 5 now.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Fultz. Ross with it. Now defended by Grant. Ross dishes to Vucevic. Over Plumlee. And it's Vucevic missing. The Nuggets trail by 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. So for the Magic, Aminu comes in for Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Harris is checked in for the Nuggets. Morris kicks to Plumlee. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Monte Morris. Now here's Grant. He had 10 points in the win against New Orleans. And it's good, 2 points.
Terrific focus from Jeremy Grant. This guy understands how to take contact and fight through it.
Here's Augustine. The dish to Gordon. Ross in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic trying to get open. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist from Ross. 7 points for Aaron Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray kicks to Millsap. From past the arc. And again, Denver with the triple.
And I tell you, Millsap's one of those players. He just seems to get better every day he's been in this league. And more than anywhere else, I think that shows in his ability to score from beyond.
Now, here's Aminu. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Gordon. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Millsap. Here's Harris. Pass to Jokic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
That free throw, no good.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Passes it to Jokic. Here's Millsap. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Millsap's got 10 points.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
The pass to Ross. Makes it off the glass. Ross has got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Millsap kicks to Murray. Now, here's Jokic. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Here's Augustine following the score by Jamal Murray. Augustine passes to Ross. Vucevic down low. He's against Jokic. No good from Ross. Denver in the lead. Harris drives in. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Augustine against Murray. Augustine passes to Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bamba comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. And a switcher also for Denver. Beasley's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And Gordon drops them both. Nuggets shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Pass to Jokic. Harris outside. Floats one. Orlando grabs the miss. It's Fournier on the wing, covered by Beasley. Gordon dishes to Augustine. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gordon. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Aaron Gordon is a tremendous athlete, and if he gets you off your feet with the pump fake, turn the lights out.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And from the line a season ago, 73%. And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Murray for 3. Aminu grabs the miss.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
Fournier against Beasley. Millsap with the steal. 1:44 left to play here in the half. Here's Jokic. Fournier pulls it down. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Beasley against Augustine. Over Beasley. They get it back. Bamba. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Baseline jumper. No good from Beasley.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Orlando trailing here. And here's Augustine. He has 7. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Bamba passes to Augustine. 6 to shoot. The 15-footer. Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. For Denver, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the first one drops.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Ken Burch has checked in for Aaron Gordon. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. And Jokic drops them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Outside Fournier. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
Bamba with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. Murray for 3. Doesn't go that time. He gets it up. Can't hit that one. Paul Millsap has been leading the charge for Denver. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Paul Millsap in the first half. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Magic trail by 4. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Plumlee out there with Grant. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, boy, oh boy. Each year, Aaron Gordon adding to that offensive arsenal. The mid-range game is right there.
Denver shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Harris inside the line. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Augustine against Murray. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. Offline with his 3. The Nuggets leading by 4. And Harris wide open. He shoots. They grab their own miss. And Jokic gets it to go.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Fournier. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. Shoots over Grant. No good from Ross.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Augustine against Murray. To the inside. Jokic. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually. Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
They get it again. Jokic off with the layup. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 6. Now it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Paul Millsap has checked in for Mason Plumlee. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Gordon finds Fournier. Back to Gordon. For 3. But they recover it. Here's Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Let's remember, we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic has a big, strong body with great footwork inside doors, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws.
He doesn't, Kevin, and he can struggle at times to finish through contact. If he were a better leaper, I think he'd get to the line more. This guy is just so smart and elusive with his footwork. So this is a big-time player now. Make no mistake.
The first free throw is good.
And in 2019, Nikola Vucevic becomes a first-time All-Star. No doubt his best season, and what a timely one to have it in a contract year.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. And a big new contract for Vucevic, rewarding his breakthrough season. Doris, in your mind, how has he improved?
Well, you can look specifically at his scoring and his shooting percentages, both going up dramatically. He showed comfort inside and outside the arc. This guy has become a go-to offensive weapon. Vucevic, a first-time All-Star last year. Can he continue to build on it?
The Magic trail by 6. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David.
And he's had some huge games over the course of his career, and he's in the midst of having another one. Millsap's just telling everybody, get out of his way.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Murray with it. He's got 9. Pass to Jokic. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Augustine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, DJ Augustine, the number 9 pick in 2008, he has certainly been well traveled in his career.
And despite the journeyman career, Augustine is playing his best ball now.
Well, it's reflected in his shooting percentages, Kevin. Over the last few seasons, he has really taken off in terms of his efficiency. This is probably one of the most underrated shooters in the NBA.
The free throw drops for Augustine.
And quietly, DJ Augustine has become one of the game's better three-point shooters. This is an established player who finds ways to continue to be productive, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Evan Fournier. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
For Denver, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Morris passes to Barton. Inside, Millsap. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Three-pointer. Barton hits it from three-point range. Barton's got 8 points.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now Augustine, he's got 9. Here's Gordon. Vucevic trying to get open. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Gordon. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Jokic. He's got 9, and it's been a tough game for him offensively. Here's Fultz. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Morris passes to Grant. Out to Morris. Uncovered. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
That gives them the lead. He's got 11.
Listen, this is not easy for a 6-footer to get his points inside, but you can see the tenacity of DJ Augustine.
The Nuggets trail. Barton outside. And there's the pass to Beasley. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. There's the triple, and the 3 ball is good. Jokic has got 5 points now this quarter. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Vucevic finds Aminu. Augustine looking around. Shot clock at 5. Fades away. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Pass to Morris. Back to Barton. Rebounded by Isaac.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Augustine dishes to Fultz. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Beasley with the steal. Now, here is Morris. Martin from outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Fultz, the pass to Aminu.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding. 9th in assists, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for the Magic. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Isaac. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And Denver also making a switch. Porter's checked in. Two free throws for Aminu.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Morris outside. Passes it to Jokic. Morris outside. Now the pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Beasley with a clean look, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Beasley's got his first basket.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Augustine against Barton. Augustine passes to Fournier. Bamba trying to break free. A beautiful reverse layup. 6 points for Evan Fournier.
Well, from anywhere on the floor, you've got to be aware of Evan Fournier, even on the interior.
Denver's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Jokic against Fournier. Stolen by Bamba. Birch kicks to Aminu. Back to Birch. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Jokic cans the 12-footer. Jokic has got 14.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Fournier. He has 6. And it's sent back by Jokic. On the wing, Porter. Doesn't go for him. The Magic go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Fournier passes to Aminu. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Outside Fournier. To the middle. It's tipped. Porter with the steal. Here's Beasley. And they pick up 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's Augustine. He's got 11. Pass to Birch. Outside Fournier. Over Beasley. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 4 this quarter.
If you give Evan Fournier the kind of space necessary, he will drain it on you. That's pretty.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. The Nuggets also changing it up. Harris is checked in for Jokic. And Murray's subbed in for Will Barton. Plumlee in the high post. Back to Murray. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That's good on the jump shot. Murray's got 11 points.
Gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
55 seconds left to play in the third. Bamba wide open, and he fires. Misses the 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Beasley against Fournier. Porter looking it over. On the wing, Harris. Over Ross. Harris, no good. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Ross kicks to Aminu. Over Porter. Aminu misses. Denver in the lead. Murray with it. He's got 11. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Denver on top, up by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Terrence Ross, also Evan Fournier out there. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Mohamed Bamba. And it's Birch in at the 4. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
The Nuggets shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Pass to Plumlee. Beasley outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Orlando making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To take the lead. Excellent D there from Beasley. Harris inside the line. but he stays with it.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. He gets that one.
When the mid-range is working for Terrence Ross, he's going to create problems. It's just a matter of can he do it consistently, Kev.
Now here is Harris. And right through it goes. Harris has got the game tied up here for Denver. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fournier against Murray. To the paint. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Harris outside. Denver gets it back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That's good from Plumlee. Plumlee hits them both. And so here's Orlando. A 2-point game. Outside Fournier. The shot that time, not on target. Plumlee with some nice D. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Outside Fournier. Back to Gordon. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Grant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes it to Millsap from downtown. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Kem Birch. And so Fournier nails both of them. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just has that feel for the game, a feel for how to generate points, and that was a thunderous putback by Millsap.
Now here is Augustine. Plumlee with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Outside for Millsap. No good with the triple. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And the shot goes in. Gordon's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Boy, how about the tenacity of Aaron Gordon? So good at being assertive and taking over the offense when necessary.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Millsap. Over Augustine. Again, Millsap missing. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. It's Fournier on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Augustine against Harris. And the pass to Ross. Millsap with the steal. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here is Ross. Gary Harris making his last shot. Fournier in the corner, and stolen by Harris. Murray outside. Back to Plumlee. Fires from the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Fournier passes to Gordon. Kicks it to Augustine. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. Deep 2 from Ross. No good that time. And it's Denver the other way. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game. Jokic has checked in for Paul Millsap. Off the inbound, and there's Murray on the assist by Grant. Grant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Can't let Murray get comfortable with that shot. His stroke is just as pure as it gets.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Ross. A 3-ball. It's not going to go for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Grant, that's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Well, just tremendous form. DJ Augustine, even in the mid-range, is going to be so consistent.
Harris finds Murray. 14 feet away. Here's Jokic. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. Free throw, good. Jokic. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
No good from Ross.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
They get the rebound. Harris kicks to Jokic. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Orlando grabs the miss.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And it's Gordon missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Plumlee following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Deep 2 from Murray. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Ross finds Fournier. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Fournier's got it back down to within single digits for Orlando. Now Harris. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Millsap passes to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Grant. Out to Harris. There's the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Fournier dishes to Gordon. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Murray for 3. The offensive rebound. The Magic trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Boy, there aren't many who can finish better at the rim on the move than Terrence Ross. How about the finish?
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the shot goes down. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Now here's Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Just 5 to shoot. Ross kicks to Gordon. Over Millsap. Off the left rim and out.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, the length and athleticism that Jeremy Grant possesses puts the defense in a tough spot. That's nice.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Now here is Augustine. And it's sent back by Jokic. Vucevic with the bucket. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They have a 9-point lead. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Harris looking it over. He kicks it to Millsap. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good on the 3-point shot. Jokic has got 15 points here in the second half. Orlando's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Augustine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
To me, when he's at his best, DJ Augustine is the aggressor. Really good job dictating the contact there.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. Here's Murray. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. The three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Augustine passes to Gordon. Back to Augustine. From outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Now this guy has every capability of spreading the floor with his shooting. DJ Augustine's deep ball doing some work right now.
Harris against Fournier. Murray left side. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Magic trail by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the hoop. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And so Fournier nails both of them.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Murray with it. Defended now by Fournier. Here's Jokic. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Orlando's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
Here's Murray. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Down low, here's Jokic. Vucevic with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Vucevic. 3-pointer Augustine. No good that time. Murray with the defensive effort. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Augustine dishes to Fournier. Second chance shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. So the Nuggets win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time